Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Beginner to Expert, and this is part 8 Angular 7 tutorial. In this tutorial I will explain how to create the custom directive in Angular, or you can say how do we create the custom directive and how do we use those directives in a DOM. Okay, then let's get started. So first I will open the terminal by pressing Ctrl tilde sign. Here I will stop my project. Okay, now I will create one custom folder. Let's say directives, and I will go inside the directive. Here I will use this Angular CLI command to create the custom directive. So I will take an example, navigation restriction directive. So this directive is responsible to show or hide the menus according to the user role from the DOM. So how do we use this directive? I will show you. So here ing for directive, then I will put my directive name. Let's say nav restrict, then flat. So it will create nav restriction directive.ts file. Here you can check. Here two file is created. Okay, remove the ones. So now you can check the app.module.ts file also be getting updated. Here see, as we discussed in declaration part, we can register the component or directive or pipes. So here we have created one directive and that is already registered in the app module. Okay, now I will open the nav restrict directive. Here by default Angular created for us. So here selector already appended with app prefix, and nav restrict, this is my prefix, and last suffix will be directive. Okay, now first step to inject the element reference. So I will make it as a private el element ref, and which will comes from the Angular core part. This will help us to detect the DOM element. So wherever we put this directive in a DOM, that DOM only we can get by using help of element reference. Now next step to read the roles comma separated string. So for that one I will use input, and inside input we can put a alias name. So I will put this alias name as this directive name, directive selector. Then I will put over here roles, which will be a string. Default value would be blank. Now next step, I will keep one private variable, let's say active user role, which will be a string, and let's say by default is user, and this string we can read from current user info. So now next step, I will create one private method, and that method name would be like restrict navigation. Okay, now I will I will keep one constant file, constant, suppose roles, and whatever roles we are reading from the DOM, that roles dot to uppercase. I will make all the role string as an uppercase, then I will split those comma separated string, and the split method actually returns as a array of string. So I will make this comma separated string as an array. Now I will keep one more constant file is exist. Now this roles dot find, I will find the current active user role is exist inside the coming roles array or not. If it is not exist, then I will remove the element from the DOM. So here find, so we can pass the predicate, I mean we can pass as an arrow function. So here temp, so I will return if the item dot trim, I will remove the space from the end or beginning of the string. Item triple equal this dot active role dot to uppercase, and I will remove the space as well if exists. Then if the role is found inside the roles array, then it will return that role, otherwise it will return an undefined. So here I will check if not exists, that means that role is not the current, means active user role not exist, whatever roles is coming. So here I will use this dot element reference dot native element dot remove. Okay, now next third step will be we have to implement one of life cycle hook, that is after view init, means after view has been loaded, then only we get the roles in role string. So I will implement this life cycle hook, and I will call my private method over here. Okay, now my directive is ready to use in the DOM. So I will copy this selector, and here I will design one menu. Let's select this. This will be a dashboard. Suppose let's say users, let's say another menu, let's say employees. Okay, now I will copy this selector and I will put it over here, and I will pass the comma separated roles. Let's say user comma admin comma supervisor. So these roles and all will have access this dashboard menu. Now I'll put in another place. So here This menu will have access only for admin or supervisor. So I'll remove from user from here. Okay, now if I run the application by using ngserve, now my project will be compiled. Now here it is showing some error, cannot find module fs. Okay, nab restrict directive.ts file. Okay, go here. uh, okay, uh, here exists. uh, okay, is exist is the variable. Okay, now let's compile the project. Now on error is coming, that is unexpected token, this column. Okay, that means, okay, so we are using this directive as an attribute. So if we decorate as an attribute sign, that is bracket, then we have to pass this string like that. Now save the project, it will be compiled. Now see, nothing is coming, so everything got removed. Now if you debug nav restrict directive, now if you debug it over here, you can check whether the roles is coming or not. Here role is coming, but okay, by mistakenly I make these roles as lowercase, so here I am checking the uppercase, that's why no matching is found. Okay, let me correct it to uppercase. Now refresh the page. Now you can check over here roles. Okay, all are made with uppercase. See, you can check there in DOM. I kept the string in between the words with a space, so that's why a space is coming. So now we are removing the space by using the trim. So now if I put a debugger in the 26 number line, then you execute, then check. See, my active, suppose let's say our active current user role is user, that's why this roles is having for first li element user, admin and supervisor role I have given. So that's why three role is coming, and among three my active role also present inside the roles. So that's why actually it found and returning that roles. So now I'm checking if not exist, so active user role is not exist inside the roles, then I'm removing. So if you hover the mouse here, native element, so first, so here highlighting, so first one is the native element. Now if I execute next, then next element, next, last one. Now if I run, now check. See, as I given, the dashboard will have access for user, admin and supervisor. Two menus will have access for admin or supervisor. Now I will change this role as an admin. Now if you refresh the page, then you can have only dashboard users and employees, because the admin will have all the three menus. Now if I remove and if I put supervisor, now let's say application is logged in by the supervisor, then only dashboard will be visible. So in this way we can create a directive and we can change the behavior of the DOM. So Then if we summarize the directive, what is directive? So directive is nothing but a component, but it doesn't have any template. But in case of component, we will have a template. So if we talk about the template, then we should talk about the component, not talk about the directive. So directive is still in the Angular, because to change the appearance of the DOM, or to add remove the DOM. So that's why Angular team has still provided the directive, custom directive. So the directive basically two types: structural directive and attribute based directive. So this is attribute based directive. And structural based directive, like star ng if, star ng for. So structural directive help us to add remove to other directive as well. So now let's say I created this. So in next upcoming video, I will show how to create the structural based directive. Okay. And also I will explain what is host listener. So now suppose if I hover the mouse on the menu, so that menu appearance will be changed, like color or background color. So we can change by using host listener, means we can listen the event of the user on a particular element. So main thing, keep in mind that element reference, this is the main uh, part of the custom directive, because with the help of this element reference injector, we can access the element. So wherever you put your our custom directive, that would be a element reference. So that's all for the day. Still, if you have any queries, please don't forget to leave a message in the comment section below. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.